Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. This course is your guide to mastering phrasal verbs in every context. Today, we're diving into the 56th category, Adaptation and Change, master phrasal verbs for transitions. These verbs are perfect for describing how we adjust to new situations and embrace change. Let's get started. First, let's begin with adapt to. This phrasal verb means to adjust to new circumstances. For example, she quickly adapted to the fast-paced environment of her new job, or it's important to adapt to changes in technology. Next is catch up with. This refers to reaching the same level or staying updated. You might say, he worked hard to catch up with his peers, or I need to catch up with the latest trends. Take up describes starting something new like a hobby or responsibility. For instance, she took up yoga to improve her flexibility, or he decided to take up a leadership role in the project. Settle in means to become comfortable in a new environment. You could say, it took her a few weeks to settle in at her new apartment, or the team is settling in well after the office relocation. Fit in refers to feeling comfortable and accepted in a group or situation. For example, he's struggling to fit in with his new coworkers, or she fit in perfectly with her new team. Move on means to leave the past behind and embrace the future. You might hear, after the setback, they decided to move on and focus on new opportunities, or it's time to move on from old habits. Get used to describes becoming accustomed to something new. For instance, she's still getting used to the colder weather, or it takes time to get used to a new routine. Get over means to recover from a difficulty or setback. You could say, he got over his fear of public speaking with practice, or it took her a while to get over the move to a new city. Hang on to refers to holding on to something, often emotionally or physically. For example, she's hanging on to memories of her childhood home, or he hung on to his job despite the challenges. Let go of means to release or move past something. You might hear, he finally let go of his anger and forgave her, or it's time to let go of the old plans and try something new. Come around describes changing your opinion or attitude. For instance, he finally came around to accepting the new policy, or it took time, but she came around to the idea of moving abroad. Step up refers to taking responsibility or action in a challenging situation. You could say she stepped up to lead the team during the crisis, or it's time for everyone to step up and contribute. Keep up with means staying at the same level or maintaining progress. For example, she's struggling to keep up with her coursework, or it's important to keep up with industry trends. Turn into describes changing or transforming into something else. You might say, the small startup turned into a global company, or over time, the hobby turned into a passion. Finally, shake off means to get rid of something negative. For instance, he's trying to shake off the nervousness before his presentation, or she shook off the doubt and went for the opportunity. These phrasal verbs are invaluable for talking about transitions, adjustments, and personal growth. Practice using them in sentences about adapting to new situations, and they'll quickly become second nature. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.